Previously on Dark Knight's Death Metal, Wonder Woman gets Batman to partake in her plans to defeat Perpetua, the gang needs to head to New Apocalypse to rescue Superman, and the Batman Who Laughs is now the Batman with the long blue dong. Now on to issue number 3. Hey everyone, it's OzChris, and welcome to this review of Dark Knight's Death Metal number 3, written by Scott Snyder, art by Greg Capullo, colouring by FCO Placencia, and cover by Capullo, FCO, and Jonathan Glapian. Wonder Woman and Batman's team arrive on New Apocalypse to stage a rescue of Superman, who is imprisoned by Darkfather, a Darkseid-esque Batman. He was using a machine to kill Superman's Kryptonian cells so that he can be completely infected by the anti-life equation. Back at the Crypt of Heroes, the JSA, Barry, and Wally are confronted by the Robin King, who is merely a messenger for who is really coming, the Darkest Knight, aka the Batman Who Laughs, who is after the power that Wally possesses. With heroes facing off threats on different worlds, Lobo is working for a mysterious benefactor, retrieving small boxes that contain an unknown power. Story, I will give this a 3.5 out of 5. We're almost halfway through the story. We know what needs to be done, but the comic is taking its time in order to get all the heroes together. The issue starts with Wonder Woman's group having already arrived on New Apocalypse. Given that in the previous issue we see their ship take off, we see no arrival in this issue. For pacing it's a good thing, but it is slightly jarring nonetheless. There's a particular scene of exposition that only existed for the readers and not for the characters within the story. Darkfather explains to Superman how the death drive machine works on the former, and how this is explained is obviously for the readers to know what it does, not necessarily Superman, considering Superman has been imprisoned and within this machine for quite some time. It is mentioned in the first issue of Death Metal. Darkfather himself mentions it, so one could easily, shorten this exposition and not make its existence purely just for the readers, so it's something for the readers, and also to reiterate to the characters without coming off too exposition-y. So, something like, soon your Kryptonian cells will be destroyed and you'll be a vessel for the anti-life equation, something like that. It still explains what the machine does, but not in a way that makes it designed only for the readers to know about. And we get more kind of some Bat-God moments. So Batman is able to block a bullet that would erase him from existence. How? A bat blocker. Batman, he prepared for anything. If he had so much preparation time, he could literally do anything. It's a thing. It's Bat-God being Bat-God. And also there was some unnecessary banter between Batman and Harley at the beginning. I know what they were going for, but it was kind of off. This is the best way I could explain it. It just felt off, so personally I would have just cut that out. But despite all this, the story is progressing well. The issue, while obviously made to get all the heroes together, still progresses each plot line steadily. Art and colouring, I will give a 4 out of 5. It was good work from Capullo and the team, especially during this segment of New Apocalypse. That's where the art and colouring was at its best. Although one thing though, I don't like the colouring of the Darkest Knight. I know it's supposed to be, this is pure darkness, pitch black, but I think it's just kind of lazy. It's just black. It's just black. There's nothing else to it, and it doesn't look particularly good overall compared with everything else that is in the comic. Even in the Legends of the Dark Knights, we see it with much better art and coloring, and it still looks off. It's still just, I don't like the design. It's too simple of a design. So that would be the only con I would give the art and coloring, but overall I think it was good. The cover I will give a 3.5 out of 5. The colouring and art on it is good to a degree, but the pose, while iconic, is kind of an overused pose. The background is plain. It leaves a lot to be desired. I know what they were going for with this cover. Superman flying out of, I assume to be Apocalypse, a new Apocalypse, but compared to the first two, this cover is probably the weakest. Not the worst, the weakest overall, until we see the next ones. But yeah, that's it. That's my review for Dark Nights of Death Metal number 3. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on social media, follow me on Twitch, and I will see you all in the next one.